Death and Dementia video 25. Just a couple quick updates this time. So I mentioned familiar surroundings. Been coming out, doing a great job. They brought mom to church on Sunday. That went extremely well. And mom brought up that, and I told you they're bringing mom for a walk, and then they go and pick up Pop, and they do a walk together. And if you have family members during this stage, and a lot of people I've talked to who are in the same boat as my brother and I, there's not a whole lot of happiness in their life, and especially mom still kind of understands what is going on, that she's losing it, and she'll be real scrambled, and then she'll kind of understand that she's scrambled, and it's probably the saddest part of it is that she knows what's going on. And a lot of depression, a lot of very little happiness in both of them. Is unfortunately, you try to do something to make them happy, but there's really not much. And after a couple of weeks of the walks, and then mom went to church, she told me for the first time, and smile on her face, that she was, I got to the point where I just wanted to give up, but now I know I have these to look forward to. How long that lasts in her mind, I don't know, because a sentence or two later, she was really scrambled. But it was nice to hear. And at this point, at least for us, at this point, all we really kind of hope for is maybe little bits and pieces of happiness throughout their day. If they don't remember it, they don't remember it, but at least it's trying to accomplish something and give them a little bit of happiness during their day. Mom started watching TV for the first time. She's, even growing up, she never watched TV on her own. She would watch TV with us once in a while, but she was usually working. And so when Dad moved out, or had to go to another apartment, kind of the scary thing is there's nothing to entertain her, because she didn't have a favorite show. She didn't have anything. She never really got into watching TV at all. And now that we have the Jubilee, and we're able to kind of get her into it, she's calling, and she's actually excited about some of these shows. And like I said, she probably doesn't remember them 10 minutes later, but she's having those little bits and pieces of happiness during her day, which is kind of all we can really do at this point. Dad's still in a temporary room, so we haven't set the Jubilee up in there, but it's working just like they said for mom. On Dad's end of things, he always a little hiccup in the system just when you think you have things down. He decided he doesn't want to take a shower. And I mentioned before, mom was giving him his showers daily that we didn't know until they had to be separated. So now the staff is supposed to give him 3 showers a week. And he's not only refusing, but when they ask him to get undressed, he will stand there like a child and start putting more clothes over his clothes that are already on. And kind of funny, but not at the same time. And so we're still trying to figure out how to deal with that. The people at the facility, fortunately, they're used to this sort of thing. And so a lot of it you just kind of have to leave in their hands to figure out. When I went to see him last weekend, and I'll be going back tomorrow, it had probably been a day or so since he showered. It was, he wasn't horribly ripe, but a little bit. And then a little unshaven. He's normally clean shaven, so he had the stubble. But he looked pretty good for the most part, so they're trying to figure that out. And it's just kind of a reminder for everybody that as soon as you think that you have things settled, something's gonna come up in their brain, and it's gonna create another problem. Dad also did something to his hand. His hand's been pretty swollen for a couple of weeks. Wasn't bothering him, so we really didn't think too much of it. I mean, he's getting freaking old, and he wasn't out running around the town and knocking down mailboxes and doing all sorts of crazy shit. So God knows what happened to his his hand, but it was a little swollen. Recently, it started bothering. He starts rubbing it and picking it up. So he's actually at the doctor right now, getting that taken care of. And I'll kind of let you know how that goes, because it's one of those things, too, when they get to this state in their mind with dementia and they get to this age, you have to kind of talk to the doctor and figure out that sometimes fixing these things is going to solve more or create more problems than it solves. So I'll let you know how that goes next time, and I'll update you in a few more days. But until then, God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America. Thanks for watching. I'm hoping these videos are going to help somebody out there. Please look at the attachments to the videos. I've attached just the websites to some of the people who I speak to, and I've also attached my Amazon Associates links to some of the products that we've used for mom and dad, and some other things that look like they would be helpful for people in similar situations. God bless.